Okay, Book of Thomas, saying number 19. Jesus said, "Blessed is he who came into being before he came into being. If you become disciples and listen to my words, these stones will minister to you. For there are 5 trees for you in paradise, which remain undisturbed summer and winter, and whose leaves do not fall. Whoever becomes acquainted with them will not experience death." So these sayings are mystic. They reveal the mysteries. Now, when you've had the Kundalini experience and you start reading these ancient scriptures and you apply what they've said, and you go, "Oh, I've experienced that. Oh, I know what it's on about," and then it all starts to fit together. Now, if you haven't had the experience, reading it will be rather like O.J. Simpson trying to put on a glove. Okay, and it's not a bad thing. It just means you've got a little bit of work to do. Clean your house, meditate. Now back to the saying. Blessed is he, so that's the mind, who came into being before he came into being. So when you're meditating, you are effectively removing the story of the mind and putting that behind you. Get behind me, Satan. Satan means adversary. It's an adversary. It gets in your way. So you get it behind you. So now your being is in the front. Now to be is to have no story. And that is to be in the beginning. Okay? Genesis. And it's always been there. For everyone, it's that consciousness, that awareness. If you become my disciples, in other words, if you follow the teachings of the character known as Jesus, it goes by many names, and these stories are all over the world. And so don't get tied down with, I follow Jesus. Just understand, and then respond. And listen to my words. These stones will minister to you. What stones? Well, you've got one stone here, which is the pineal gland, which, esoterically speaking, is the rock, which is Jesus. Okay? And the stones are the 5 senses, and the 5 senses minister to you. When you become conscious of your 5 senses. And you become really conscious of the things that are happening around you and the words people use. That's why I appear to be quite, what was the words used? Abrasive and condescending. Yeah, because I can't suffer fools. This is too important to entertain fools. If you're a fool, go and listen to another channel. Okay, I'm not here to entertain you. So, for there are 5 trees for you in paradise. Paradise is the promised land, which you access via higher consciousness to allow it to manifest in your reality and then into this entire reality. And these trees remain undisturbed summer and winter, whose leaves do not fall. So this is like a sneaky kind of reference to the Garden of Eden. Eden means joy, so it's the garden of great joy. And the winter and the summer doesn't disturb anything. Now, the leaves do not fall. So the trees remain clothed all the time. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and they saw that they were naked. And they made for themselves a fig leaf, which is a covering. And the fig is symbolic of an Israelite, somebody that struggles and endures with God. And it's a struggle, to overcome the mind. And that's where meditation and cleaning the house is is of paramount importance. So, but God said to them, "Who said you're naked?" Okay, and then he cursed the snake. And then you've got your five senses, and you can control the flow of energy in your body, which is the serpent. Jim Morrison spoke about this. Ride the snake. Okay. Right. The five trees. Your brain. So you get your brain, your nervous system, your endocrine system, your lymphatic system, and your blood system, veins, arteries, capillaries. The five trees, and the stones are the five senses. And you can move energy around. Like if you have an ache or a pain, you can move energy to that area to lessen the pain, to speed up the healing process, and so on. Okay. So whoever becomes acquainted with them will not experience death.